Hello and welcome back to the Destiny Global Facebook page and welcome to Success Tips. My name is Carmen with Destiny Global and tonight we're going to be talking about something that really affects all of us. And this is some things are taught and some things are caught. And if you can catch this thing that we're going to be talking about tonight, man, just coming out a couple of weeks ago of our last First Steps to Success of the year in North Carolina. What an amazing event. And we've seen so many people really grab onto the principle and the teaching that we're going to be talking about tonight on here. This is always a foundation inside of our events. That is how important it is to catch, to grab onto, to grasp, to get, to download, to beat into our heads for those of us that are hard-headed. And if you're hard-headed, I'm not judging because guess what? I'm hard-headed too. So anyway, tonight we're going to be talking about the hidden dangers of 98% that you need to know to live your best life. And so the numbers that you'll hear us talk about a lot at Destiny Global is 98% of the population is dead or dead broke by the age of 65. Only 2% of the population is doing well financially by the age of 65. And the thing is, when you realize this, when you know that the odds are stacked against you when it comes to success, when you realize that, okay, this world, if I just go on the odds are that I'm going to wind up broke. And how many of us don't want to wind up broke? We want to wind up, having money in the bank, living comfortably, traveling around the world, having experiences, that retirement would be better than our working years, that life would continue to get better, not worse, that not we would get to the end of our life and be living like a pauper. And so that is the facts. Those are the statistics. And so we're going to talk about 4 things that you need to watch out for, 4 hidden dangers that I believe most people aren't even looking for. And half of the battle is just being aware. And so number 1 is realizing that none of us are just going to naturally escape this. And most people, in fact, most of the population thinks it won't be them. Most people hear that statistic, 98 and 2%. They hear 98% of people are dead or dead broke by the age of 65. And they think that won't be me. I've got time. I got these goals. I've got these dreams. And just stick their head back in the sand thinking it won't be me. And so my question is, what are you doing? What are we doing? What am I doing to make sure that it's not going to be me? What am I doing to make sure that by the time I reach 65, that I'm not dead and I'm not dead broke, that I'm still able to live a life that I really want to live? And so, within that, there's this trap of the comfort zone. And where everything is comfortable, you're not challenging yourself. And so to get out of that, it won't be me. I want to encourage you to make sure you're in a place where you're challenging yourself, that you're doing new things, that you're growing, that when nothing scares you, when nothing makes you nervous, when nothing is like, oh my gosh, when there's not this little bitty risk of failure, that is a sure sign that you are living inside of a comfort zone. And nothing grows in a comfort zone. And a comfort zone is a sure way to lead to being dead or dead broke by the age of 65. So I just want to ask you to ask yourself, okay, is there anything that I'm doing that makes me nervous? Is there anything that I'm doing that I don't know how to do, where I'm challenging myself to get better, to level up, to evolve? And really, half the battle is just being aware. Half the battle is just being aware. So number 2, take responsibility for where you're at so that you can move forward. And this is a huge trap. This is a huge hidden danger when it comes to being in the 98%. Why? Because 98% of the population doesn't take personal responsibility for where they're at. 98% of the population ignores all the signs that say Mayday, Mayday, trouble ahead, broke, in debt, not living the life you want. They just ignore them and think time is going to heal everything. And it's not. It's not. And so take responsibility of where you're at. Listen, I think we all come to a place in life where we've got to realize, hey, what I'm doing is not working, or I could be doing better, or I could be showing up better, or I could be giving more effort, or I could be making different decisions, or I could be working harder. But we can't make those decisions until we take personal responsibility for where we're at. We can't start to build the future we want until we take personal responsibility for where we're at. And what's really amazing about personal responsibility, most people won't take personal responsibility. Most people want to blame the president, the government, the job, their boss, the economy, the pandemic, the family, the parents, the everything, all these external factors for where we're at. That's human nature. That's natural human tendency. But if it was somebody else's fault for where you're at, that would really stink, because it would mean that you have no control over your future. So if you think about it, if we take personal responsibility and we say, you know what? I could be doing better. I could be giving more effort. I could be showing up as a better version of myself to work, or I could be working smarter, or I could increase my skill. When we realize that we hold the keys to the kingdom, when we hold the keys to our future, when we are the hero that's showing up in our own story to rescue ourselves, it's like, okay, this is possible. Like, I'm in charge. I don't have to wait on somebody or something else. Like, I can do this. And there's power and freedom in that. And the number 3 is don't focus on problems, focus on solutions. This is a huge hidden danger when it comes to 98%. Why? Because 98% of the population is focusing on the problems. They're putting and focus is a really magical, powerful thing, because focus is when you're taking your energy, you're taking your attention, and you're focusing on this one thing. And when you've put all your focus, all your attention on the problem, what happens? You don't have any focus left for the future, for the solution. And when you focus on the problem, your brain will actually delete the solution. Your brain has a capacity at what it can produce, how it can think. But when you focus on the solution, your brain deletes the problem. And so all problems have a solution, but we can't find the solution if we're so busy focusing on the problem. So I would encourage you, whatever problem you're facing, acknowledge the problem. Okay, you're there. I see you. I might not like you, but now that's it. And what I always used to teach in my companies is if there's a problem you don't like, take 60 or 90 seconds and freak out. Have a hissy fit, have a tantrum, do all the things, stomp your feet, whine, complain, say it's not fair. And then as soon as that 60 or 90 seconds is done, that's it. No more whining, no more complaining, no more looking back. It's all my focus now on the solution, not the problem. Number four, and this is such a hidden danger when it comes to the 98% and success, is good is the enemy to great. And it really boils down to settling for less than you were made for, settling for less than you were designed for. I believe with everything in me that every single person, every single human was designed for success. Like, you were literally designed, you were built, you were made for success. Like you, no matter your age, no matter what you've told yourself, no matter how many times you've failed, no matter whose opinion has told you you couldn't, no matter where you come from, no matter how broke you've been, no matter what your bank account balance is, no matter what your expertise is, all of us have more inside of us. And so often we can reach good and we can say that is good enough. We can say good is good enough, and we stop reaching for our potential. We never get to operate on the outer limits of what is possible for our lives because we stop at good. We stop at, I'm just a little bit better than Johnny down the street. I'm a little bit better than Susie. I'm a little bit better than Alan. I'm doing a little bit better than, the girl in high school that I graduated with. No, it's not about competing with the other people. It's about competing with what is your potential? What were you made for? Where are you supposed to go? Who are you supposed to influence? What kind of business are you supposed to build? Where are you supposed to travel? And so a hidden danger is settling, stopping before you get to where you're supposed to go. You miss opportunities. When we stop, we miss out on the life we're supposed to be living. When we're not pursuing excellence, when we're not pursuing to be all that we were created to be. And so at our next event, which is going to be taking place at our next First Steps to Success, which is going to be taking place in 2025. Can you believe we're already saying 2025? It's going to be January 31st through February 2nd. We're going to really take a deeper dive into the things that have been keeping you stuck. Because make no mistake, the 98% comes for all of us. It is all of our futures unless we choose to do something about it. Unless we choose to not. Unless we choose to not go there. Unless we choose that, no. I'm drawing a line in the sand, and that might be 98 out of 100 people's future, but it's not mine. It's not mine. And so when you draw the line in the sand and you make that conscious decision, you start taking actions that move you. You start taking actions that move you in that direction towards the goal. But you've got to make the decision first. So I want to personally invite you to join us at First Steps to Success. We'll link all the information down below, that you would be there live and in person. And you would be saying, heck no to complacency. Heck no to just showing up. Heck no to 2025 being just another year. Listen, we are in the middle of October, which means we have 2.5 months left. We have our advanced leadership training seminar called Creating a Dynasty, which is going to be December 6th through the 8th. That is coming up for anybody who's already attended First Steps to Success. You qualify. This event only comes around once a year. This is where we really put a focus on leadership, your leadership skills, your leadership abilities, your ability to build teams and manage your time, goal setting, all those things, right? First Steps is kind of like the beginning. Creating a Dynasty, it's like, grade school. And then Creating a Dynasty is kind of like college, if you will. And so that's going to be coming up. And then we are live here every couple of weeks. We come at you live with another success tip. There's lots of different ways you can plug in. There's Life Map, where you can listen to 10 minutes, little bite-sized pieces you can listen to on lunch break, or when you're getting ready in the morning, or when you're taking a shower, to make sure that you're keeping the right things in here so that the right things come out of here. So happy Wednesday. Let's make the rest of the week a great week on purpose. And we will see you back here in a couple weeks for our next success tip.